There's still the title. I numbered above, add icons or title here. I'll teach banner placement later. I might add a banner later. It can have a background color. I can add text and title. The data is large, so I can center it to check design fit. There are several ways to number it, and I can place the banner underneath. I'm not going to explain the banners now to save training time. So I might have a banner here and I can bring it in later. It can have a background color and I can color it. In this banner, I can put text and write the lesson title. I decide what to put there. Now, this data I have is large and takes up space, so I can initially place it in the center to see how it fits in terms of design. It can be numbered in many ways, and I can place this banner underneath. I can take a moment to position it here in the corner. I can use this banner to indicate the title of the unit. For example, we can say the first lesson, and the title of this lesson is about computer components. This data is large and takes up space. I can place it in the center to check its design fit. There are several ways to number it, and I can place this banner underneath it. I can position it in the corner. This banner indicates the unit title. For example, the first lesson is about computer components. This is important, designed with priority. Now, discussing the numbering issue, there is a problem. It doesn't fit well. This lesson banner should be above the first lesson. I can take a minute to place it in the corner here. Basically, this banner can represent the title of the unit. We can say it's the first lesson, and the title of this lesson is about computer components. Now, I'm talking about computer components, and this is very important to me, so I've designed it with priority. So I'm discussing the numbering issue. We have a problem here with the numbering. I don't feel it fits well at all, and this is the lesson banner that I should place above the first lesson. You could also put the course name here, like saying Introduction to Computers, and then add Lesson 1 or something like that, indicating the course name and the lesson as well. I'm talking about computer components, so I prioritized it. Now, I'm discussing the numbering issue. I feel it doesn't fit. You could add the course name, like Introduction to Computers, and then add Lesson 1. Considering this is a unified format, watch the size as it might matter later. The numbering can change here. I still have the numbering, but I feel it should be underneath. You can put the name of the course and explain it to them. For example, Introduction to Computer Science. For example, Lesson 1. For example, that is, the name of the course and the lesson is also a course. Since this is a unified format, watch the size, since it might matter later. This is the banner, these are the buttons, and this is the numbering. The numbering can change significantly in this position. I still have the numbering, but should place it underneath since it bothers me. Let's combine them, shrink them, reduce font size, and handle them individually. Place this one here, and then retract my earlier statement. I don't want that creative element. I'm going to take a slash as a shape or line, and make it bold. This isn't bold from here. I'll format it to make it bold because this isn't a font. Because it's bothering me, honestly, right? Let's take them all together, shrink them down, reduce their font size, and take them one by one. I'll place this one here, and then I went back on what I said earlier. I don't want that creative element. I'm just going to take a slash, like a shape or a line, and make it bold. This isn't bold from here. I'll format it to make it bold, because this isn't a font, and then I'll place it next to its counterpart. Thank you very much. So, this is my numbering, and here are the buttons. Now, what will be written on these buttons? This is the main screen. This is the beginning. I will take a slash, but that's okay. I mean, I will take a shape like a dash or a line like that and make it a boy. This is not a boy. From this format, I will make it a boy like this because this is not a line. And let's place this next to its counterpart. Thank you very much. So, this is my numbering. And here are the buttons. Now, what will be written on these buttons? This is the main screen. This is the beginning. And here's the test at the end. There will be a test here. So he can go to the test. I took the conclusion content, and introduction. Here are the buttons. Let's program them like we programmed the topics before. Where does the start take me? It takes me to the cover. Content triggers content. Introduction takes you to introduction. Conclusion lets you return to any section. The summary. Summary triggers test screen before questions. Here are the buttons. Let's program them like before. Where does the start take me? It takes me to the cover. Where does the content take me? It triggers the content. If you go back to the recording, that's fine. Where does the introduction go? It takes you to the introduction. Where does the conclusion take you? You can go anywhere, return to any section I mentioned. The test summary triggers the test screen before the questions. It's an introduction to the questions. I'll close this and check my design. All slides are empty except the cover. Everything has been applied to all of them. For the introduction, but this is how the conclusion takes you. Where can you go back to any of the places that I told you about, which is the conclusion? Ask me, I will call it the conclusion. Again, the conclusion is the test 2, a trigger, and it takes you to the test screen, which is before the questions. This is planning. Everything is applied beautifully. Let me check the questions. They confuse me. I designed those in blank space, but questions look different. If results are wrong, that's incorrect. I will remove it. Results need a different template. I need a non-blank different template, maybe blank 2. I will work around it. Let me exit and view Slide Master. See this blank one? I can insert a Slide Master. Let me just check the questions, because they are what will confuse me. Yes, that's right. Because I designed those in the blank space, but the questions will look completely different. They and the results, if the results are wrong, then that's incorrect. I will remove that. The results need a different template. It needs a template that's not blank. It needs a different template. Maybe blank 2. Let me see. I will try to work around it. Sorry. Let me exit from here and go to the Slide Master view. You see this blank one? I can insert a Slide Master, okay? So I need a template that's not blank. I need a different template, maybe blank 2. Look, I'm going to work around it. Sorry, let me exit from here and go to the Slide Master view. Do you see this blank one? I can insert a Slide Master, okay? I inserted the Slide Master. So I can add a new one here. Keep in mind that I don't want to add a new group. So check this out. If you tell it to insert a Slide Master, it adds a new group for you, but I'm saying no. So I can just say insert here. Slide Master is perfect. I don't want a new group. If you tell it to insert a Slide Master, it adds a new group, but I say no. I just say insert here. Slide Master brings a new empty one. This is different. It has a name. This is remain, not custom. It's result R for results, not questions. It's just results. I want something customized for results, suiting my style, still designing. Come here results, not like this. I want to play with results. In the Slide Master, it brought you a new one. This one has a name. It's called remain. No, I won't call it custom. I'll name it result R for the results because it's just for the results and the questions. No, just for the results. It's just the results. So I want customized results, something that suits my style. I'm still designing it. Come here, results. Yes, I don't want it like this. I'll adjust the results. So I designed a special slide for it. Questions have a design. This is for questions. I'll write the test here. It lacks numbering. General numbering isn't inside. I can bring it inside, meaning I can put the numbering. This is the result, but because this is called the result, I want something specific here in the result. Just like that. I am still designing it. Come on, result. Yes, I don't want the result like this. I want the result to be something I can play with as I please. Did you see the game? Did you? I designed a special slide for the questions, each with its own design. This is the question space where I'll write the test and see how it looks. It lacks numbering, but I can add it. The numbering is removed from the test because the last was 16 out of 20. Questions 17 to 20 follow, and results are 21. The results screen isn't part of the test, but we can adjust. Did you see the automatic counter? Let's view it from above. Here are 2, 3, and 10 to 13. I didn't number them by hand. That's the game. Never number them by hand. Let's see what we will do and how we will work on it. And the numbering here has been removed from the entire test because the last numbering I had was here at the beginning, 16 out of 20. So 17, 18, 19, and 20 are the questions, and the results are 21. The results are 21, right? So I'm not counting it. As part of the test, since it's just the results screen, but we can calculate it. We can adjust all these things. The important thing is, did you see that automatic counter? But let's see it from above. Here are 2, 3, and here are 10, 11, 12, 13. I didn't number them by hand. That's the game. That's the game. Never number them by hand, okay? Let's see what we will do and how we will work on it.